Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Oh,
Um, okay. I see that there are AI meeting notes. Ms. Jacobs, I can see that maybe Pamela is using hers, but are we allowing other AI notes to come into the meetings?
It's just mine.
Okay, got it. Okay, great. Let me take a moment and get my agenda up. Sorry, y'all. No, that's the ratio. Okay. That's the ratio. Okay, great. So I'm assuming that we do have a quorum. Is that
We do.
correct? Okay. We can go ahead and call this meeting to order, and Ms. Jacobs, if you will take the roll for us.
Miss Aline,
Here.
Mr. Andrews, Mr. Barnwell,
present.
Brennan,
Present.
Ms. Gleaton. Ms. Gleaton is present by phone.
Okay.
Ms. Herbert. That was just on mute. She's on mute. Representative Howard,
Present.
Dr. Morris,
Present.
Ms. Racio,
Here.
Mr. Unthank, Senator Walker. Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you. That will bring us to item 2, which is the adoption of our agenda. Are there any proposed changes to the agenda? Great. Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved. Second.
Okay. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none.
Who seconded the motion?
I believe Mr. Brennan seconded.
Mr. Brennan made the motion.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I think it was Mr. Bunwell.
Okay.
Second.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Aline,
Yes.
There's the
Andrews,
now we can get down to my final, sit around the pool, I can sit around the meeting.
Mr. Andrews, Mr. Barnwell,
Yes.
Mr. Brennan,
Yes.
Ms. Gleaton. Yeah. Ms. Herbert. Representative Howard,
Yes.
Dr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Racio,
Yes.
Unthank,
I think you're on mute.
Do you hear me now?
yes. Senator Walker,
Thank you.
motion passes.
Thank you. Item 3 is a discussion and action item on purchase of real property. And I believe that is our executive session item. So I guess I'll read out executive session section 30-4-70A2, discussion of negotiations incident to proposed contractual arrangements as covered by the attorney-client privilege. I will entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss. Oh, Ms. Heiser, thank you.
Madam Chair, members of the board, thank you all for getting online with us today for this special meeting. Madam Chair, you are correct that the action item on the agenda is the item covered by the executive session. I don't know that y'all really need to be in an executive session. I think that the items that you will discuss either are or will be public information at the conclusion of today's meeting. So it's entirely up to you and the board as to whether y'all want to have discussion in executive session before taking action.
Okay, thank you. I will leave that to the will of the board. Is there a motion to go into executive session, or if the board would like to begin discussion in public session, we can begin with that. So I'll entertain a motion or discussion either way.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
so we do have a member of the public that signed up. to
Oh,
speak.
okay.
Yes.
Yes, so we generally do 2 minutes for public input. So
So
yes,
we have Mr. I.S. Levy Johnson, who
okay,
is on via Zoom to speak.
thank you. Do we need to amend the agenda to for public input or no?
Yes.
Madam Chair, I don't think that it would be fatally defective for any action y'all take today if you allowed a member of the public to speak for 2 minutes, unless a board member objects, at which point we would amend the agenda.
Okay. I'm okay with it if the board is okay with it. Okay, great. Mr. Johnson?
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson, member of the board. I'll try to confine myself to the 2 minutes. My purpose is to share with you some information. I speak on behalf of Benedict College, E.W. Cromartie, who had a medical appointment this morning and leave his funeral home. We are genuinely concerned about the planning and the promoting of the project has not been transparent. To my knowledge, not until recently, when some of us who are affected by the project learned about the planning of the center. For example, I am informed none of the stakeholders, like, for example, United Way, Midlands Orthopedic, and others have been contacted until recently. Our business has been on the corner of Taylor and Gregg Street since 1932, and no one contacted me until I was contacted by a few concerned citizens in the community. All of us, Benedict College, the Cromartie Law Firm, Levy's Funeral Home, and it's my understanding, and I ask you to confirm it, the representative for the district that will be affected, Councilman McDowell, he is also opposed to locating this project at that location. Here are some of the reasons we think it is a poor location. Number one, Dr. Artis and our police chief at Benedict College believe it will create an unmanageable security risk. Representations have been made that the center will include a hotel, a building that will provide a technical training and potential classroom space for Benedict and Allen University. To be frank, it is very doubtful that it will ever happen. To be candid, why would a Marriott or a Hilton locate on that property? It is not a tourist area or a business area to attract persons who would regularly use a hotel. Benedict's perspective, and I am sure it would apply to Allen, it would constitute a serious traffic hazard for students crossing Hardin Street to use a facility as designed. To be frank, do you think while the community is worried with the affordability of day-to-day expenses, they are going to favorably agree to spending a lot of money for what I am sure in their minds will be a bus stop? You can use fancy words to describe it as something else, but in the minds of the man on the street, they are going to look at it as a bus stop. Query, what resources will be used to buy the Hardaway property and surrounding property? The project would create a terrific traffic problem. I invite you to stand on the corner of Taylor and Hardin Streets in the mornings between 8 and 9 a.m. and in the afternoon between 6 and 6 p.m. You will witness the congestion. Bonroe Street is designed to be closed. It is a major thoroughfare every morning and every afternoon for traffic going to and from downtown. In our opinion, the better location, for example, of the project, it should be scaled down and it should be continued to be located at its present location. There is plenty of vacant land in the area of Sumter Street that should be acquired for just a transit center. The major advantage is it would give riders quick access to downtown, access to City Hall, Richland County Courthouse, the Baptist Hospital, banks, and other services downtown. Another location that has potential is the corner of Main Street, Elmwood Avenue, Pickens Street, and Calhoun Street. Here again, there's a lot of undeveloped land. It would be an ideal location. In conclusion, and I'm not a Baptist minister, so in the Baptist church that doesn't mean too much, but in conclusion, we respectfully appeal to you not to locate that center in pursuant to the current proposal. Thank you so very much for allowing me to appear before you today.
Tracy, you're on mute.
Sorry, thank you so much. Yes, I appreciate your input. Thank you for being involved and aware. Okay, so that is the public input. I will entertain discussion from the board.
Madam Chairwoman, this is Councilman Brennan. Actually, Franny has her hand raised.
Yes, Attorney Heiser?
Madam Chair, I don't want to take away the opportunity for the board to have their discussion, but it might be helpful if I gave a recap and summed up what the recommendations will be for y'all to consider today. As y'all know, that we've been looking at the concrete supply property for now 2 years, a little less for the Steer property and terrain leasing that are other side of Blanding Street. At this point, there have been 2 deposits made for each property. The total deposit for the Steer property is $154,000. Terrain is about $119,000, and the deposit on concrete supply is $400,000. Each of these contracts was designed so that the Comet could exercise an option by November the 28th of 2025 to either go forward with one or more of the contracts or to withdraw from each of the contracts and receive a return of the deposits. There has been an amount set aside for security on one of the pieces of property, and the contract provides that those amounts, which total about $48,000, are not part of the deposit. They are not refundable, but the numbers that I mentioned in terms of the deposits are all refundable to the Comet. As your attorneys, we would recommend that the board exercise its option to withdraw from each of these contracts and to not go forward today. Despite everyone's best efforts, we have not satisfactorily completed the due diligence effort, particularly with respect to property that's either owned or controlled by Norfolk Southern Railroad. Let me be clear, we are not criticizing the railroad. We're not saying that they're holding anything up. They're just a massive organization, and they have many, many pieces of property to manage, and we are not in a position to go forward with a closing while we still have unanswered questions on the real estate issue with the railroad. We have made an attempt to get additional time under each of the contracts, and those negotiations have not gone satisfactorily, and we do not have a proposed extension that we would be comfortable recommending to the board. A policy issue that is, I'll just mention for y'all as the policymakers, is that even in the last couple of days, we've seen some frightening information coming out of Washington, D.C. that funding for transit such as the Comet may have a rocky road going forward in the near term because of Washington. We also have issues about the transition from the existing penny, the old penny, to the new penny, which creates some uncertainty in terms of financing. So I would recommend that the board members take into account some funding uncertainty when you make your decision. And the final comment I'd make, and of course I'm available to answer any questions, is that to the extent that this is a piece of property that either the Comet would like to continue to look at, or that a piece of property that might be available for redevelopment in a way that would satisfy all the stakeholders, because you do not want to try to, excuse me, pursue a major public project if you do not have the support of your surrounding neighbors and stakeholders. But on a going forward basis, the comment might want to look to the city and communicate with the city about whether there would be some way that the city could step in and a different approach be taken to acquiring the property and to planning any redevelopment. So those would be my comments. Just to summarize, we do recommend cancellation because of due diligence. We recommend that you consider funding uncertainties that nobody has control over. And finally, that on a going forward basis, that we look and work with the city. I'm glad to answer any questions that board members might have.
Thank you. Mr. Brennan, would you like to be recognized?
Yes, Madam Chairwoman, thank you. Attorney Heiser, thank you for that input. And Madam Chairwoman, when the time is appropriate, if there's no further questions moving forward, I would like to take legal's recommendations into the formal form of a motion.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Brennan, if that's your motion, I'll second it and then we can have discussion.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Dr. Morris.
I don't think you can make a motion in,
We're not in
executive session.
executive. We actually are not. Yep. Thank you, Dr. Morris.
We are still in executive session.
We're not.
No, ma'am. No, sir. We did not actually enter into executive session.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank
Yes.
you.
But thank you for being conscientious of that.
Certainly.
Okay. Thank you. Further discussion from the board. Miss Aileen, you went off mute. Did you want to be recognized?
No, Madam Chair, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm not seeing any hands raised or anyone coming off mute. So I believe we are ready to take a vote. Ms. Jacobs?
Ms. Helene,
Yes.
Mr. Andrews, Mr. Barnwell,
Yes.
Mr. Brennan,
Yes.
Ms. Gleaton. Yes. Ms. Herbert,
Aye.
Representative Howard,
Yes.
Dr. Morris,
Yes.
Ms. Racio,
Yes.
Mr. Unthank,
Yes.
Representative Walker, I'm sorry, Senator Walker. Motion carries, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that. No further items are on the agenda except adjournment. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Sorry, did we get a second?
Second.
Yes.
Okay, moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed?
Hope y'all all have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you all for your
Thank you.
time
Same to
today.
you.
All right, enjoy the
Thank you.
holiday.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Aye.